4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now Fields going to keep it running left.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down.
Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Starting on the ground with Herbert.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On first down, Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now it's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. To the air again, Fields.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On second down, a run with Herbert.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for third down.
Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, third and goal. Fields going to hold on to it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Now Lance.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the 49ers have taken the lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. On 3rd down, Herbert.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. A final shot before half for Lance.
He completes it to Ridley. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Dancing to his left. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down, here's Mitchell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Right back to Mitchell on second down.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Lance now on first down.
He'll buy some time right. This is caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23.
Now Herbert to start the drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Herbert.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Fields.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
From the gun, it's Lance.
Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 44,
Lance. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Lance now on 1st down.
Forced out to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Flushed out right. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 28 yards.
And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Being chased out left. Johnson's got it complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Treston Ebner, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26.
Fields.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Fields.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Right back to Mitchell here.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Danny Gray
from 13 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing again on second down.
Fields. Now this will be caught by Mooney.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Fields. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And one last throw here for Fields.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.